Hello students, good afternoon. So today we will start with our fourth computer networks lab program. So that is CRC. Okay. So what is cyclic redundancy check and how exactly it is used to for error detection and error correction? We will see that. So first we will go through the discussion part and then we will execute the code. Hope the screen is visible. Okay. Okay. So cyclic redundancy check, and what is your experiment or experiment 4 is for the given data use CRC CCITT yes polynomial to obtain CRC code yes and verify the program for cases. First case is without error, second case is with error. Yes, whenever the data is transmitted from sender to receiver. Yes, so there is a possibility that the packet may get corrupted in between. Yes, during the transmission, the possibility of corruption of the packet is there. So, whenever receiver receives a packet, whether the packet is corrupted or not. Yes, to verify whether there are any errors in the packet or not. So, CRC method is used. That is cyclic redundancy check. Okay, cyclic redundancy check for CRC and modulo 2 division. Yes, so what is the cyclic redundancy check? We will see that, and then what is the mathematical operation used to find the CRC? We will see that. The first one is CRC or cyclic redundancy check is a method of detecting accidental changes or errors in the communication channel. Okay, so CRC uses generator polynomial which is available on both the sender and the receiver side. So it's like a key. Okay, here generator polynomial acts like a key. That key is with sender and the receiver. Yes, so the only sender and the receiver who are having that key can open the packet. Something like that, or can verify the packet. Yeah, so that polynomial is called as generator polynomial, and an example for generator polynomial is here, or how exactly the polynomial is written. It's here. So an example for generator polynomial is the form like if it is x cube plus x plus 1. Yes, so the equation. Yes, so x cube plus x plus 1. For this, I'll write a generator polynomial as 1011 because here you can see, yeah, so x cube means it is having degree 3. That means, so our first number is 1. The coefficient of x cube is 1. Okay, next degree would be x square. Yes, so yes, next degree would be x square, right? But there is no any x square present in the equation. That means the coefficient will be 0. Yes, and the x is there and its coefficient is 1, and like last one is 1. Yes, so the constant value and its coefficient is 1. So this is how you like a generator polynomial. I'll take another example here. So in this example, you can see the polynomial is x square plus 1. So this is a equation here. So for this equation, I have written so polynomial form for x square. The 2 is the highest degree here. So for that, the coefficient is 1, and the x would be the next degree. Yes. So as there is no x in the equation, so its coefficient becomes 0, and then last one is constant and its coefficient is 1. This is how you convert an equation into polynomial. And in this cyclic redundancy check, we are using polynomial operation. Okay, so we are using polynomials for operation. That's why it is necessary to know how actually the polynomials are written. And what is this modulo 2 division? Yes, so modulo 2 division involves, in especially while doing logical operations, XOR is used for modulo 2 divisions. So, and what is logic for XOR? If one input is 1 and another input is 0, then only the output will be 1. Or you can say if one input is not of another input, then the output will be 1. Yes, so that is conditions for XOR, and XOR operation is performed in modulo 2 division. This we will solve an example on that, then you can understand that. So CRC encoder and decoder diagram is here. So see this. So this is sender, okay, and this is receiver end. Fine. So in sender, you can say the data to be transmitted is A3, A1, A2, A1, A0. Yeah, this is the data. Yes, the sender want to transmit this data, and the receiver should get this data without any error, right? So there is a method that is used. So along with the data word, I'll call this as a data word. Along with the data word, yes, some CRC bits are added, some redundancy bits are added, okay, and then they are transmitted. You can say that as the keywords are added, okay. So but from where those keywords are calculated? By using generator polynomial. Yes, so by using data word, you can see the intersection points here. Yes, intersection points are there. So by using data word and generator polynomial, so CRC bits are calculated. Fine then. So those CRC bits are added to the data word, and that becomes code word. Fine. So that becomes code word, and that code word is transmitted. Yes. So you can see unreliable transmission here. Here it is written. Yes. So why it is unreliable? There is a possibility of errors. So that's why it is known as unreliable transmission. So now it is transmitted. Yes. So the receiver will receive along with the data the divisor used. I am calling it as a divisor here because there is some operations to be performed. So exactly it is the divisor is nothing but generator polynomial, you can say. Yes. So this generator polynomial is now sent to, along with the data, generator polynomial is also sent to receiver. The receiver will now receive the key as well as code word. Yes, by using key and code word, it will calculate the exact data word or original data word. Yes, so and it also finds whether there is an error there or not. If there is error or the corruption occurred, so then it will discard the packet. If there are no errors, then it will accept the packet. Yes, this is exactly what happens in encoder and decoder. You have written the operation here. So in sender side, what happens? If there are k bits, k number of bits in generator polynomial is nothing but key here. Yes. So if there are k bits in generator polynomial, the binary data, the data to be transmitted or data word is first augmented by adding k minus 1 zeros in the end of the data. Yes. So for example, there are 1, 0, 1. Yes. So this is the data. Yes. And I am having a generator polynomial which is having 4 bits. Yes. So now k value is nothing but 4. Generator polynomial is having k bits. Then along with the data, zeros are augmented. Augmented means adding of the zeros is performed here. How many zeros are added? K minus 1. That is 3 zeros are added. Along with the data, 3 zeros are added. Yes, you can say this as a modified data word. Yes, the initial data word was 1101. Now the modified data word is 1101,000. Okay, how many zeros are needed to be added? The k minus 1. K means the number of bits in generator polynomial. Yes, this is the first step. So we'll go to second step. So in the second step, modulo 2 binary division is performed. And how it is performed? For division, dividend is required, divisor is required. Yes, what is dividend? So this data is called as dividend. Yes, so it is taken as dividend, and divisor means generator polynomial. Yes, divisor is the generator polynomial is taken as divisor, and then modulo 2 binary is performed. Binary division is performed. Yes, whatever the remainder you will get, that so CRC bits. Yes, so that remainder is called as CRC bits. Okay, and then those CRC bits are added along with the data, and then they are transmitted. Okay, so along with the data, those CRC bits are added and transmitted. We will solve an example on that. So in the receiver end, what happens? Now this was what happens in sender end. So now in the receiver side, what happens? Check if there are no errors introduced in the transmission. What the receiver will do, it will find whether there is an error or not. Yes, if error is there, the packet is discarded. If error is not there, the packet is accepted. But when how the error can be calculated by using CRC? So same modulo 2 division is once again performed. Yes, once again same modulo 2 is performed. Yes, whatever the receiver will receive the data, that data will be having, or you can say that as a code word, because that is having data as well as CRC bits. Receiver will receive that code word and then once again perform modulo 2 division again. Yes, here the code word acts as a dividend and divisor will be again generator polynomial. Yes, if there is a remainder is 0 after the operation, if the remainder is obtained 0, that means there are no errors. If the remainder is not 0, that means the data is corrupted. Okay, we'll solve an example on that. You can see this. This is an example how actually the modulo 2 division occurs. Here you can see they are using a data word 101001. Yes, this data is to be transmitted to the receiver. Yes, and the generator polynomial is 1011. Divisor means generator polynomial. Here, so how many zeros are to be added here? So as data as generator polynomial is having 4 bits. Yes, 4 minus 1 means 3 zeros are appended to the data. Yes, you can see the augmented data word. Yes, zeros are added. How many zeros? K minus 1. That is 3 zeros are added. Yes, now we will perform division. In the first step, what happens? As it is 1. Yes, so the division will start from this. If it is 1, then multiply the divisor with 1 and write the data here. Yes, normal division is done here. I'll write it 1 here. Okay, multiplying the whole divisor with 1, I'll write it as 1011. Yes, so now I will perform XOR operation. In division, what we do is, in division we perform subtraction. But here we will do modulo 2 division. Yes, how? By using XOR logic. Yes, 1 means in XOR logic it becomes 0, leave that. Okay, 0 0 means it is 0. 0 1 means it is 1. Yes, 0 1 means 1. Once again 1 1 means its value becomes 0. And as in we do in division, 0 is taken for the next operation. Yes, again we will do this thing. So here the initial bit is 0. Yes, the initial bit is 0 and here we are having the initial bit 1. Yes, so we will multiply this with 0. So that's why I have taken quotient as 0 here. Yes, multiply the divisor with 0. So I'll get it as 0 0 0 0. Okay, once again do XOR operation. 0 0 becomes 0, 1 0 becomes 1, 0 0 becomes 0 and 0 0 becomes 0. Fine. Next, take 0th bit. Okay. Similarly, by doing this, at the end I got the remainder. Yes, what is the remainder here? 110. Yes, the remainder is 110. And that remainder is added as a cyclic redundancy check bits to the data word. Yes, our data word, the data to be transmitted was 1001 and CRC added is 110. Yes, now the code word is ready. Okay, similarly the performance you can see here. Yes, so at the decoder, that was done as the encoder. Yes, I'll take an example. In the receiver, what happens here? The same operation will say. So I have received the code word, and what was the code word? 1001 110. And what is this 110? This is a CRC bits added by sender. Okay, along with this code word, the sender also sends generator polynomial key bits. Okay, so once again the same operations are performed here. Yes, so here you can see the first bit is 0, so just multiply the whole divisor with 1. First bit is 1, so multiply the divisor with 1 and add those bits again here. So 1 into 1 it is 1, 0 into 1 means 0, 1 into 1 means 1, 1 into 1 means 1. Okay, so now perform modulo 2 division. Okay, here the same XOR operations are used. 1 0 becomes 0, 0 0 becomes 0, 0 1 becomes 1. Yes, it's become 1. So 1 1 becomes 0. Yes, I'll take again in the next step, I'll take 1 here. So similar operations are performed here. So modulo 2 division. Finally, I need to get the remainder as 0. Yes, at the end of the operation, I need to get the remainder as 0. Yes, so if the remainder is 0, that means data is not corrupted here. Yes, if remainder becomes 0, data is not corrupted. That means the packet is accepted. Okay, so I'll take another example here where I'll purposely I have changed a bit here. So the bit was 1, I have taken it as a 0. That means the data is corrupted. Now what kind of value you will get? Yes, so here I'll do the performance again. So I'll take the code word. Yes, so the code word is a bit altered here just to get the results. So here I have taken generator polynomial. I'll perform once again the modulo 2 division operation. Yes, so I'll get the syndrome, or you can say the remainder as 0, 1, 1. Yes, what the syndrome? 0, 1, 1. That means the data is corrupted. Okay, that the big packet is discarded. Fine. So yes, that was a polynomial thing. So if I write it in this equations, okay. So when we write them into the equation, the same operations are performed here. So generator polynomial is taken as x cube plus x plus 1. Yes. So the values taken are x cube, x up to x3 I have taken because extra bits are added, zeros are added. So then x cube plus x raised to 6 plus x cube is the dividend here, and divisor is generator polynomial. Once again the similar operations are performed. Yes, so finally we will get the data word remainder, and I'll add that to that, and then we'll get the code word. So okay, this is how we calculate the CRC. Yes, so in this, while writing the program, what are the requirements here? First, the data word is required. Yes, so an array of sequence of ones and zeros, that is data word. And next we need to give the generator polynomial. Yes, so by using generator polynomial in the data, we need to calculate code word that to be transmitted. So at the receiver, that code word is once again we will perform modulo 2 division. Finally we will get whether there is a error occurred or not. Yes, so we'll find that. I have written the code. I'll just briefly explain the code here. Yes, this is a C code for CRC. Yes, so characters I have used the character. I have declared character data type. So for T128, I can use the data word for limit 128. So CS means code word. Yes, that is to be transmitted, and then G is nothing but generator polynomial. Yes, I have taken a constant generator polynomial, means particular predefined generator polynomial for all the data. So int a comma e comma c, I have declared integers a, e and c for operation purpose, and so I have declared two functions, so void XOR and void CRC. Yes, so I'll go through them afterwards. So XOR means to perform modulo 2 division, and CRC means so to check whether there is a means to get the final code word. So first I'll go through main function. So this is the main function. Okay. So in the main function, clear screen. So I'm using Turbo C++ software here. So for that purpose, I have declared a function called as clear screen. Yes, to get the output window, clear output window. Yes. So then next printf, enter the polynomial. Yes, I need to enter the data word. Yes. So scanf %f, comma t. Yeah. So next printf and generating polynomial, and then comma g. Generator polynomial is already its value is defined, so I'll write it as a g. And then a is used to find the string length of the t. Yes, T means that I have read already the data word, so its length. Yes, now in the next step I need to append zeros. Yes, so how many zeros are to be appended? Yes, if the length of the G is taken as n, here I have taken the length of G as n. I have declared this as a, here you can see, define n string length of G. So n means here string length of G. Yes, if G is having n length, then how many zeros are to be appended to the data word? N minus 1 zeros are to be appended. Yes, from where it should start? It should start from the end of the T, end of the data word. If there are 4 bits in the data word, 5th bit we should start appending zeros. Yes, so I have taken it as E is equal to A. A means the length of the data word, and E is less than A plus n minus 1, E plus plus. I have declared a loop here. So T is equal to 0. So printf modified T value or data word. What is modified data word here? So when the zeros are appended, final array is called as modified data word. And next printf checksum. I have declared I am used here. Yes, I'll call a function here CRC. I have already defined the function above, so I'll call that function CRC. Yes, after the CRC function, I'll get checksum value. Okay, in the form of CS, I'll check some value. So how it is calculated, we'll see that now. Yes, while CRC, yes, for E is equal to 0, E is less than n, E plus plus. What is this? N generator polynomial, length of the generator polynomial. Yes, CS of E is equal to T of E. Yes, CS means code word. Be equal to data word. Yes, for the E value less than n. Fine. So I'll declare loop here, do while loop. If CS of 0 is equal to 1, and then I should start doing XOR operation. I've explained one example before how to do perform XOR operations. So modulo to division. So for every step, I'll get the value CRC of C will be equal to CS of C plus 1. And then CS of C is equal to T into E plus. By this loop, now I am performing here the step-by-step XOR operation. But what logic will be explained in the XOR, what logic will be taken in the XOR, so that is written in void XOR function. Yes, for C is equal to 1, C is less than n, C plus plus. So what is, how actually the XOR is defined? When both the inputs are not saved. Yes, if A is 1, B is 0, then only the output will be 1. So I have written the same here. CS of C code word is equal to CS of C will be equal to GC polynomial if it is 0. Otherwise, its value will be 1. Thus, when both are different, then only the value will be 1, 0. 1, else the value will be 0. Yes. So if else can be written like that. And then I have declared CRC in a main function. Checksum is calculated. Yes. Once the checksum is fine, so we'll add that to the, append that to the data, and we'll find the final code word. Yes, now final code word is obtained. Now I need to test for the detection. Yes, if I'll give 0, yes, if you want to check the detection, if no means there is no errors. Okay, so print, enter the position where the error is to be inserted. If its value is 0, that means if you are interested in error detection, if you want to test for the error detection, at that time enter the position where error is to be inserted. Yes, we'll insert the error, and then what will answer as erroneous data. Erroneous data means not a original data, it is a corrupted data. You have inserted error here. Yes, so in the particular position, with that you will get the erroneous data. Yes, so finally it will check for the error detection and no error detection. If E value is less than n minus 1, printf error detected, or else error is not detected, no error detected. Okay, so this was the program. I am using Turbo C software here. Go to DOSBox and open this. I have already saved the program. I'll show you the execution part. Yes, so you can see I have saved the program as crc.cpp. Go to compile the program. You can see there are no errors and warnings are 0. Run the code. Yes, so I enter the polynomial. I'll take the polynomial 10110. Yes, so generator polynomial is written here. Yes, so there are a number of zeros are added. How many number of generator polynomials are there? So n minus k minus 1, capital N I have used for the length of the generated polynomial. N minus 1 zeros are appended, checksum is calculated, and final code word will be like this. Now I want to check the error. If I type it as a 1, so error detected. Yes, so it is printed. So now I'll take it as another thing. Then if you want to test that and then insert the value, we can do that. Okay, compile and run it again. Enter the polynomial 10110. Yes, so I'll give 0 value. Now it is showing enter the position where the error is to be inserted. I'll write it as 3. Then you will get the erroneous data and error detected. Okay, so this is how execution takes place here.